Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 6, Episode 2. It seems really strange being in these low numbers. Playing, of course, TerraFirmaCraft. Since last episode, I have had a poke around. I couldn't find anything obviously causing the lag. I am playing, there's two variants of this pack. There is the small variant and the huge variant, but we're going to jump in a boat while we're off. This is the huge, and it basically includes Thorncraft, which I could probably survive without. But I like Thorncraft, even in 112, and I know that's probably a controversial statement, but hello. But yeah, it's for me. Thorncraft in 112 was different, and you know, I know a lot of people didn't like the decision to remove nodes and all of that stuff, but yeah, we have to put up with that now. There's a little bit of me going over and looking at this. I can see these here, these Thorncraft crystals. Now there is an option if the lag problem maybe some rest will inspire me. In other words, have a snooze and you'll get some insight later. I'll just have those while I'm at it. So yeah, one option I have is to ditch Thorncraft and go to the smaller pack. That will reduce the load on the CPU and just quietening down a little bit, because as we know, this place so far has been quite rich in terms of bears. So like that one over there, I think that's a bear. No, it's whatever this is, which is lignite coal dust. I really don't care. What I want to do is get out of this bloody forest. Whoop, hello. But I get a feeling that this is going to take some doing. Anyway, yeah. So options include a little bit more iron dust. That's all good. To continue on and push this thing until I can get myself out. And as I say, should we hit? Actually, I don't need to do that. I can just do that now. Lag. Something is definitely not working right. I need to work out where my various... Hang on. Okay. No, that's fine. I was panicking then for a second. I thought that I'd run out of thing. I'll do my storage later. Let's continue moving. So yeah, there are options, and you know, if this pack proves to be unfriendly in the long term for this, and we have to cut back, I will have these while I'm collecting them, though. You know, I've got inventory. I've got some in my inventory anyway, so makes a certain amount of sense. Yeah, I have to consider the option that I may need to reset and choose another pack. So don't get too invested in terra firma, Greg, I think is the long and short of the message here. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to, you know, it will get... We've got leaves for a... Oh, it's a sequoia, okay. I thought that might be a fruit tree. I will keep pushing this forward as far as I can until such time as you know, we need to make a decision. I mean, one of the things that might not be helping the load is all of these dynamic trees, because there's a hell of a lot of trees here and they're all dynamic, and that potentially is a oh hello glitch. Another one there as well, actually. Was interesting. Yeah, it's potentially, you know, putting that kind of load on that might cause us to have problems like this. So that's a consideration as well. So if I can get out of this forest and into a more open plant area, we may be able to. Oh man, I think I'm going to be stuck for the night. Don't like moving around at night, I tell you that. Not when there's bears and stuff. Right, I like this spot. I'm going to stop here, and we'll wait the night out. So yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, well, some good news here. We have come across what appears to be an ocean. That's redstone. I'd like to. It's not that uncommon that I'm going to go grabbing it, I don't think. But we have. Look at the blueness of that water. That is seriously got some saturation going on there. So what I need to try and do is find an expanse of land that is not connected. Oil, fresh water. I've got my fresh water and everything, so we should be good. Let's just go for a row. See if we can't find a continent which is, or an area which is slightly less tree infested. Like this, for example. This looks perfect. Well, perfect is a very strong word, but this looks somewhat better. Gib me that. Right. So we've got food animals. There will be undoubtedly some predator animals around the place. That's a given. Tin, take it. I'm going to need that for the next stage, which is bronze. More tin. More tin. Some more tin. Possibly tin? Yeah, it could be tin. And then we've got the little grouses over there, or whatever they are. Are they grouse? What did I get? Raw poultry, yes, and that is a very deep hole. Very wise, that one. I will probably regret not picking that up, but given that there's a couple of things we have to bear in mind. One is that TerraFirmaCraft isn't a guaranteed mod to stay, and look at them, they're bloody everywhere. Now those I think are aggressive if you attack them. So will not. Seems like a fairly standard and good response. Still, I mean, I know we're doing terrain generation. We are on a high Y level, because obviously we're TerraFirmaCraft. And again, we seem to have hit some other massive volume of trees. which we made even worse because these have got vines on them, which of course has got growth ticks and all of the fun stuff. So definitely not there for an option. Well, I did see that copper. I'm not going to go for it because the bears are over that way. This is only a little small fry anyway. At some point we'll have to get into grabbing bigger, but I want to try and get through this. Maybe I should have gone that way actually. Let's try go circumvent around this side, see what happens. But it's got to be said, so far the experience has been a little bit more relaxed than traditional TerraFirmaCraft. I think it is primarily coming back to the fact that I will regret not getting that later, but right now I think Iridium is such a way off in our distant future. You know, copper we can use. Iridium, I'm going to be carrying it for ages, and anyway, let me carry on. I'm going to try and find us. I'm trying to try and find us a place where we could actually start working out of as a kind of a base. I want those sugar canes, though, if they're ripe. Yeah, oh man, this is. So I mean, look at me. I've got 6 gig allocated. I'm not using full 6. I'm gonna, if I get a chance to give me the seed, I'll plant it. It's not quite as good as actually getting a bit of sugar cane, but you know, such is life. Anyways, yeah, let me carry on. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, another night. We found the other side of that. If we just call up the map, there's like a forest there. There was a bear over here. There seems to be a forest coming down here, so I'm going to head down this way, I think, next. But right now, I am going to stick a couple of these in, and I'm going to cook some... what's rennet when it's at home? I've got some venison. We shall pop the venison away, as well as that. Don't know what that is. That won't fit in anywhere. Oh, we'll have the sugarcane seed put away while we're at it. Now, what have I got? I thought I had some other stuff. No, okay. Well, there's dinner. Or at least some dinner. And we need to have a drink. But it's an interesting area. I mean, these trees are particularly interesting. We've got some other stuff going on over this way. And don't forget, you know, TerraFirmaCraft, doesn't matter where I settle, I'm going to go hiking. Oh, God. Can I get the F3 up? I wonder whether this is garbage collection in Java. It didn't appear to be. I'm going to keep this up overnight and just see if I can spot when it blocks, because you can see the memory usage is going up. This is pretty normal in Minecraft and Java. And there's a thing called garbage collection, which basically, when it empties and gets rid of and flushes some of that memory out, it can be quite an intensive thing, but I'm not seeing that. But anyway, I'll keep my eye on that for the night, and I'll be back in the morning. That's interesting. We got a spider. That's the first hostile mob I've seen in this playthrough. Well, hostile Minecraft mob. I mean, obviously bears are something entirely different, but I don't know where that's come from. I mean, it's not like there's vast numbers. Is there anything about the local difficulty 1.5? I wonder whether it's linked to local difficulty then. It might be the case. Maybe the mobs start appearing as local difficulty increases. Weird. Anyway, no point worrying about it. It's down there. I'm up here. Back in the morning. Alright, so another morning. I am very indoctrinated to certain things, you know. I saw that down there when I was when I was could just come over the top of the hill, and I immediately froze thinking it was a skeleton. I think it's, well, I mean, it's not unreasonable. We're so used to skellies and the likes being in this game. The idea that they're not here is actually probably the more alien one. What are you? Aluminium. I think I'm some time off wanting aluminium. I do want that copper, but I want to go over and have a look at the rock on that mountain. I also need to try and find some water because I'm down to my last flask, and while there's water behind me, that was none of it. Shoot. Sorry, I'm chatting and then I suddenly see this. And it's mature. Oh, hello. Jute, and more importantly, jute seeds. What are you? You are an eggplant. I'll take the seed. That'll be back this way. Oops, look, oh hello. That's sorted out breakfast, hasn't it? I'm not sure whether that which went down again. It just seems to be going down all the time, which is really odd. Okay, there's an empty one there. We'll do seeds. Oh, and jute. I need to sort my inventory out a little bit because I'm kind of scattering stuff around. That's only 86%. There's some wheat there as well, but this again, it's not grown. Okay, I'm going to keep on pushing because this is Nice, which is no good. It's a turkey, I can see. I need a flux bearing rock to move on, because I need to be able to make some leather. That would be kind of useful. Now I'm sure that over that way, oh man, all this copper. I'm fairly certain that over on that mountain they look to be a very light coloured rock. I'm not saying it's any of the rocks I want, but it's certainly more that than raw firelight, which is definitely not a rock I want. So I'm going to have to work my way up here and try that out. And ooh, hello. That looks like firelight to me. Maybe it is all firelight. Nah. Be a pain if it is. Oh man, this place is not safe. Definitely not safe. Oh well, might as well, now we're here, we might as well have a look. Yeah, this, oh look at that, looks like a, what's it, Pinky from Doom. That's the horns thing, and these open mouth. Ah, those good old days where you just sit in relative comfort and just look at the clouds and spot shapes, eh? Right, there's definitely nothing up here. I need to get back down and back on track because we ain't finding what we want over this way. Oh, and I'm not finding it down there either. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. This game. A mountain lion. Bear. that might be my screenshot. Early doors, it's about the best thing you can do is just get situational screenshots, but you know, the sheer volume of bad news bears in this area is off the scale. All I want to do is find a way to some water right now and manage to stop myself picking up more copper. I'm picking up copper like it's going, oh hello, what are you? Tetrahedrite, copper. I'm just gonna, man, how do I do it? Waypoints. I want to do a new waypoint. How do I do a new ad? Just put it down as Greg Tech Ores for now. Right, and then we should look at them. There's loads of them. Alright, that's interesting. Yeah, it's a massive amount of potential ores there. However, we still need to think about getting past the bad news bears to this water that I can see ahead of me. Of course, there's another bad news bear, that's an olive. Right, we're past that bear. We're past that bear. Right. I'm not worried about food right now. We've got plenty of food. But having water nearby is handy. This area is not bad actually. What I would like is a slightly more elevated lump though. What I'm thinking about for this what I am contemplating for my build this season is a hilltop fort. Starting off simple, or a log palisade, and you know, raised edges, and getting more complicated as we go. I'm also contemplating now the possibility that I should be able to make myself almost a full set of copper tools and maybe some bronze. So I've got gold, got tin. I haven't found any bismuth or anything yet, but you know, can't have everything. So yeah, but this copper is just all together. It's alright horses, I'm not going to hurt you, says the man with a big sharp thing. Mountain lion over there. If I have to, I'll fight it, but my hit points are going down. I mean, I'm at 790, which is not good. And as of yet, I don't think I've seen any cattle either. I don't recall seeing any. I want to move on a little bit. Just try and get around past this. Seriously? And I can't even sleep. That's a mineral deposit, isn't it? Interesting. Right, I'll be back in a bit. Oh yeah, it's getting more dangerous. Look, creeper. I had the foresight to pillar up a little bit because I checked my local difficulty. It's now 1.61. I really do need to find somewhere to live and start fortifying. It's got to be near water, preferably fresh. Obviously there's water down there, but there looks to be some fresh water on the edge of that map. As I said, I'd like to have an elevated area. That bit over there is looking interesting. I think we're going to have to more or less settle And oh, it's gone again. But I think the idea that the surface is always going to be a nice friendly little place is probably not the case. Right, I'll wait out the night. Back in a moo. Alright, we need to make this place a safer place for us to live. If this is the area that I think we may want to settle in and around, there's one or two locals that we don't want about. I think that is a bear over there. I'm not 100% certain, however, but I need to kind of wander this way anyway, so we can kind of get a feel for the place. Oh, that's definitely a bear. That's two bears. I'm armed with 7 javelins, which do a whole 2.4 attack damage. That ain't going to be enough. Let's leave the bears alone for now. and be ready to take on said bears if they come back and cause me any grief. This is dolomite, I believe. Diorite, not dolomite. It's a shame. Dolomite's what I want. Diorite's what we got. Dolomite, chalk, marble. You know, as we know them, flux-bearing rocks. And see, I am liking. You need to go though. So if I can pillar and damn it. The important thing when you're using a limited supply of javelins against a mountain lion is not to bloody miss. Oh, and we get some goodies. Cool. I mean, I'm led to believe, I've never tried it, but I've led to believe that feline meat is not the most pleasant thing in the world to eat. I think the word gamey would be an understatement. So if I wanted, this has got to be an area that we can flatten a little bit. It's also got a radish which is almost fully grown. So what's this look like as a I mean, it's not got a huge amount to say for it, to be honest, although we have got multiple hillsides here, so we could come across with like things. I've got any let me just have a look at see whether oh, there is a bridge. Rope bridge. Don't know. Rope bridge bundle, jute fibers, and that makes 16. Interesting. Oh god, here we go. I think I'm going to have to do some testing to see whether we have any of the similar problems with Hooferator installed. But I think this could be an interesting place. That beehive is going to be a bit of a pain, but you know, if we cut off the easy access to the top of these 3 hills, level this down a bit, bring them down, put rope bridges in between, that'll give us plenty of space to experiment. There's fresh water there, so that gives us some options for farming, and there's even fresh water out there in the sea. So I think this might be our best bet. at least temporarily anyway. Just because if mobs are spawning, we really can't be just sitting on the hillside at night. And so far we've had 2 nights and we've seen 2 standard hostile vanilla mobs. So that kind of suggests that that is a thing that we need to be aware of. Get rid of that. What I would like to do though, before we finish off, is just scout the extents of this area, because we know there's some stuff going on down there. So let's see whether this is a big sea or a little sea, because accessibility to other the accessibility to easy travel options like the boat, because boats are awesome, should be an important decider. It appears that it's not the only option. Now I'm just going to squidge around some of these islands, because again we need space to expand as we go, and I don't want to be relocating. I don't really want to be doing much, if any, underground work if I can avoid it, because you know underground is painful. What are you? Diorite still. Oh, fresh water all the way through. Maybe we're not settling there, who knows. Let's go and see what else we can find. I'll be back in a bit. There's something weird over there. I also have an issue that I don't have enough space for things. Put those away for now. I just wanted to get a little sip of water, but what is that? What is that? That's a skeleton with a sword, isn't it? Oh yeah. Bye bye. Alright. Yeah, I have shot across. Oh, not that map. That map. I will get used to not pressing M. I came around. This is maxed out, so I've come around here into this next little bit of ocean. And I'm just taking the opportunity at night, because it's not so dark that you can't see, to scutch around and try. Oops, there's the lag again. I'm definitely going to have to try the. Let me know what you think. Whether, I mean, as I say, I like TerraFirmaCraft. I like TerraFirmaCraft 1.12. I don't like it as much as original TerraFirmaCraft, but you can't have everything, as the saying goes. And you know, if it is TerraFirmaCraft that's causing the problem, and what I'll do is I'll load this world up into a version without TerraFirmaCraft. Obviously, I'll lose all the TerraFirmaCraft elements, and then I'll just do a little test run and see how that goes. But right now, I'm still not finding anywhere that I want to live. Other than, I mean, I'll be honest, that hill that I found before, what's the stone here anyway? Still diorite. Still need to keep checking that out as well. That hill that I found before would really be settling for something, but there's nothing to stop me. I can return to huddling in a hole for the night. That is always an option. So I suppose we have to consider all the possibilities, such as the possibility that I have just painted myself into a corner. And what are you? Diorite still. I know people don't like diorite, but this entire biome is made out of it. Anyway, I'm going to keep on hunting around a little bit longer. I may have to go and do a little hunt around pretty much between episodes as well, because this really is not looking great for locations to build and live. There's something going on over on the other side of this hill. In fact, what's going on the other side? Oh, what was that? The other thing that's going on the other side of this hill is that lake that I just came out of. So we really are between a rock and a hard place. That is the only bit of open terrain that I've located. The other way, of course, is to go back to where we started and try going out to the sea there and see if we get any more joy that way. But it's a fair old hike, and yeah, I still need to find flux-bearing stones to make, or at least start making my leather. Right, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I've just come through, let me just show up, a bit lag. Come through here, and there appears to be some kind of meadow up here. There's a few bears between me and it, but luckily I managed to jump in the water and just... So you see flashes of colour, and my natural thing is that there's a mob or something in the grass, because I'm paranoid, and I've played games like this for long enough to know that that's exactly the kind of trick they play on us. What are you? Your niece, which is not helping me at all. But this area has got a lot of water. The hills seem to be somewhat better suited to more hilltop fortification. I'm not sure whether this is the one, but it's kind of got some interest going about it, hasn't it? Can't even see, where's the sun? It's over there. Let's poddle on a little bit, because I still haven't found any cattle, and one of the early things I want to do is to start getting some cows to the point. That's a tree. Thing is, it's one of the problems I'm noticing is bears are the bears are brown, and trees are brown. Which of course means that sometimes, what are you, peat? What do we use peat for? I can't remember again. Tell you what, we'll just stick peat on the map. I don't know who Pete is, but you know, I'm sure he's fine. Is that zucchini? Spice leaf, 81%. Nothing really useful there. But yeah, I mean, our health is plummeting. We're down at 700 now, which is 300 down. What's 300? That's a lot. that's officially a lot. I can make those again. Right, we do need to be thinking about where we are going to spend the night, though, because the world is getting much less friendly. I mean, the simplest thing I can do is just pillar up. And maybe even stick a torch on. Because I really can't see nothing until there's... oh, it's full moon. That does not bode well. I'm going to defend myself a little bit better, I think. Do me a few more of those, if you don't mind. Not like I can't chop them down afterwards. Right. Do I feel safe? No. Should I feel safe? Probably not. I mean, it's very dark. I really have got nothing going. But at least we are in an area where survivability is that little bit higher. I'm going to do another plank. I will be much happier with another plank. For no reason, of course. Anyway, well, we're stuck here for the night. I think that is probably going to be it, but the quest for a home will go on. I will probably try and do some exploring between episodes, because there's got to be, I mean, there's a... actually, maybe I won't, because if I can head over to this... that actually might be a good point to start with. Live out, do similar to my all fabric and be like a hermit player, and just move into a structure. Now, there aren't any structures as such other than these astral sorcery structures that might not be a bad ploy to at least set up camp near. I mean, there looks to be a big hill there, there looks to be a biggish hill there, so one of these may work. It's just that over here we've got some really good water. Oh well, it's been interesting. I will experiment between episodes with the Thorncraft-less version and see whether that helps. And until next time, that's actually looks like a donkey up there. Look, sorry, I'm just seeing things again. And that's a fruit with its stalk sticking out. I don't know what fruit. Yeah, nothing else is crying out to me. Anyway, until next time, thanks very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.